All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Cash, and on this channel, man, we just talk everything. This video, I just want to make it like a straightforward video. I don't really want to cut or make any type of edited or anything like that. So let's get into it. If you are young and you want to get into business, just any type of business industry, this is the hard truth that, people won't really tell you, but, you will probably come across or experience. And I'm telling you this as a young person. I'm 23. I came here as an immigrant 8 years ago, and I've been grinding, since I graduated high school, really. Like, to be honest, like, even before that, like 2 years before we graduate, yeah, I started grinding then. I think it was like 2018. Since 2018, and then we graduated in 2020, and I've just been grinding since then. And I'm just gonna just tell you the truth based on my experience so far. One thing I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm just gonna prepare you. And this video, I don't want to be a negative video, but I just want to be the video that I'm gonna like show you the other perspective that you probably haven't seen, or maybe like show you, or maybe like prepare you. You know what I'm saying? Prepare you for the best. Let me just say it that way. Um, One thing is, you will get lonely. You have to just get used to just be alone, basically. Like, get used to be alone, basic to be get used to be lonely, and get used to, not being around people or friends, or not having as much friends. Because the issue is, especially as generations goes, and I would say for our generation, Gen Z, most of the people in our generation, they love to drink, smoke, whatever it is, right after they graduate high school, when they go to college, they love having like having fun, good parties and whatnot, and sleep around and all of this stuff like that, right? For you, if you really want to be exceptional and do something bigger or greater for yourself, you have to do exceptional thing and be bigger and greater for like yourself. So you have to be, I guess, like different per se. You know what I'm saying? You have to be different. You have to not fitting in the same group of people. You know what I'm saying? You have to find your own niche set, or your people per se. And there's not a lot of them, in your, especially in our age group. There's not a lot of them. You won't really find a lot of 20 years old who are like willing to like grind and just work as hard as they can to become successful. You won't find as much of them. So you have to get used to that. Get used to just not having as many friends. Get used to just not get used to just kind of be lonely. It would get lonely sometimes, and you have to get used to that. For me, I'm gonna just give an example. I think I remember when I tried to get like involved with like other people and some of my other friends group. I could feel like I was just like losing myself and losing, and I couldn't focus on my goals and get close to what I've wanted to get per se. So I kind of like, I guess, brought it back and just and be like, yeah, this is not what I want. And when I got into really focusing on my goals, and um, you know, I just lost a lot of friends. I really did. I did that, and it just became a little bit lonely. But I got used to that, right? And life was good. Like, even now, I prefer to be by myself, right? Be around people and be around parties and whatnot. I genuinely do, because I just really got used to that life, and it just became normal for me. That's one. Two, another thing would be, people doubt you, especially if you have bigger goals, man. People will definitely doubt you. People won't believe in your dreams. People won't believe in what you have. People will say things. People will try to discourage you. My one advice to you is keep going. One thing that I heard, I think was from I think it was from Harvey, Steve Harvey. That thing has always stuck to me, and I think it just, for me, it makes so much sense, right? The way I look at it, and this is for obviously people believe in God, and if you don't believe in God, that's fine. But I'm just gonna give this example to people who believe in God. If you have a goal and you have a vision, right? People always doubt you, but you have to understand that that goal, God gave it to you for a reason. He didn't give to everybody else. He gave it to you for a reason. So you are the only person who can see that vision. You are the only person who can see the future. You are the only, I mean, you can see where you want to be in in your future, right? You're the only person who can see how that life is, right? How you want that life to turn out. You are the only person. Even your mom, your dad, they can't see that, because that's not their goal. That's not their vision. That's not what God gave to them. God gave it to you for a purpose. So Don't expect them to understand you whenever you go tell them your vision, whenever you go tell them your goals. Don't ever expect them for them to understand you. So you have to be okay with people not understanding your goals. You have to be okay with people discouraging you. You have to be okay with people doubting you. You have to be okay with that. I'm gonna give an example. My own parents, my mom. My mom, she's an immigrant, right? You know how immigrant parents are. They're so strict. You have to become a lawyer, engineer, or or a doctor, you know what I'm saying, or become like something big, whatever, or pilot. So you know what I'm saying. So whenever I told my mom that I want to get into business, she really didn't. She wasn't happy with it. Even my sister too. She wasn't really happy with it because they just, which I know, like I can't really blame them because as immigrants, they're trying to provide, they're trying to make sure that I have the best life here in the US. So they're gonna try to give me the advice that they think would be best for me to thrive in this to thrive in this country. So they were like, yeah, we don't think you should, obviously, like you should go into business, maybe like find be actually my mom wanted me to become an engineer, like computer science or something like that. But I didn't want to do that. That's not wasn't the route that I want to go to. I want to do business. I wanted to become entrepreneur. That's what my vision was. That's what I wanted to do. And she really doubted me at first. She really did. And my sister was the same thing too. She really doubted me at first as well too. They didn't believe in me, which was fine. A lot of my friends, so I'm gonna tell you this, my own close friends, they laughed at me. I remember the first time when I was started grinding, they really laughed at me. They made fun of me, started like bullying me because like, oh, because I was really focusing on starting my business, and they didn't understand what my vision was. That's why that's why they laughed at me at that point. When now I'm looking back, I understand why they laughed at me, because they couldn't see what I saw, because that was my vision, that was my goal. That was that was my blessing idea, idea that God gave it to me specifically. He didn't give it to them, he gave it to me. So I was the only person who can see the future, who can see the end of it, right? So they didn't understand that until they started seeing me become successful, then they understood it. But for me, I already had that vision already a long time ago. They just didn't. You was just worried. It was already there in my head. I just had to work hard for it. So that's another thing too. People will always doubt you. You have to be ready for that. People will always, always, always doubt you. So if you are young, man, younger than me, right? Like if you are any younger than 23, you just graduating high school, just know people doubt you, but keep focusing, keep grinding, man. The future is always better if you work so much hard. That's number two. Number three is sometimes, and this is only sometimes you might lose money. And you have to be okay with that. You really have to be okay with that. Whenever you start businesses, you will lose. And you just have to be okay with that. I've lost some money in some of the businesses that I've started before, and at this point I've just kind of got used to it, and it's normal for me. But you have to know, you get the point where you will lose money. You get the point where you will just put money into something, or not just money, just your time, your energy to do something, and then it doesn't turn the way that you expected to turn out. That's just part of the business. That's part of the journey. That's part of the learning as well. So you have to take every single steps you're going through. You have to take as a learning lesson. You're learning. You're going through all that. It's just a learning lesson. Don't be discouraged. Don't take it as a negative. Take it as a positive, and from the experience, just step back, right, and look at it, and be like, excuse me, and be like, what did I do wrong? What could I have done different from this experience, from this project, from this whatever this thing is I'm working on that I didn't work out? What could I have changed? And then jump to the next thing, and then just change the things that you're supposed to change. But just know you won't always win. You will get some time, you will lose, right? You, and on those losing time, you just keep grinding, and you just take those lessons. You just take those lessons and apply them to the next chapter. Apply them to the next thing that you'll be next thing you'll be working on it. So you have to know that. Another thing that I've realized too, when you're young and you're super focused and you're grinding, right? People who are older would be more than happy to help you out. I promise you that. This is something that I've come to realize and learn. People who are older, if you put yourself in positions that you ask for help, they're so happy to help you. I've seen so many times. My mentor, right? There's another guy that I saw him who was doing really good, and I just reached out to him just randomly, like just send him a text, and he was like, he was a friend of a friend, right? So I asked a friend, hey, can I get the number of this person? And he was like, oh yeah, go ahead. I got the number, and I text that person, and he was like, yeah, cool. And I when I meet him and I started asking questions and stuff like that, one thing he told me was like, yeah, man, with that like mentality that you have, like just reaching out to people and ask questions and try to learn from them, and just try to get like try to learn from people who are more experienced than you will definitely get far ahead. You will get further ahead, and I'm more than happy to help you out because you have shown the interest. You have shown that you are more, that you want to learn. You have shown that you can go out of the way to reach out to people and learn. I'm more than happy to help you out. So make sure you show that, like, go out there, don't be scared, like ask people for help. If you see someone's older than you, they're doing so much better than you, go ahead, ask for help, be like, hey, I'll take you out for lunch, I'll pay for it, like what can I do, like be closer, provide value per se, right? Like provide value to those people, and I promise they'll provide value back to you. Don't be just like take. Make sure you provide value to those people too, right? I guess that would be my other point too. Provide value to other people, they'll provide value back to you, right? So look what other ways that you can help those people. Look what ways you can try to do anything that for them, so they can obviously like give back. You can't be the person who just always just go there and take without providing value to that person back. So make sure you provide value too. And like I said, going back to my previous point, is that people will be more than happy to help you out when they know you're young, but they can see in you that you're grinding. They'll be more than happy to help you out, man. I promise you that they'll be more than happy to help you out. I've seen so many times. So yeah, make sure you go out there, man. Just approach people. When you see someone who's doing better than you and you want to learn from them, just approach them, ask. The worst they can say is no, which most of the time they won't, because they want to help you out, because they have seen when they were young, they saw how hard it was, right? So they are more than happy to, if there's any path that they can direct you to, they'll be more than happy to direct you to those paths. So that's another thing too. Don't be afraid of taking bigger risk. Don't be afraid of taking bigger risk. You are young, you don't have much to lose. Don't you don't want, when you are 30, to be like, I wish when I was this age I could have done this. Regrets. You don't want that. So when you were young, 19, 18, you're just finishing high school, right? You just graduate. Take bigger risk, man. If you see opportunity is bigger, take it. Just take it. If you fail, you're gonna bounce back. You have enough to, you have time. That's what you have, and that's the most valuable thing in this world is time. People can have all the money in the world, but if they don't have time, I mean, there's nothing they can do. I think I think I saw, or I watched this video a while ago, and it was saying that Steve Jobs, he said before he passed away, he was saying something like, if I can trade all the money that I've made with Apple for me to get back my life, I will do that. Right? But you know how much how much is Steve Jobs worth by the time that he passed away? He passed away, right? But that shows you how much valuable time is, right? It doesn't matter how much money you have, but the biggest and valuable thing you will have in your life is time. And you have that. You are 17, 18, you have that time. Even if 20, 21, 23, we are still young, we have time, right? Like, just take bigger risk. If you fail, who cares, man? You're gonna bounce back, get back into a grind. You are young, you got the energy, you can do it, right? So take bigger risk, man. This is your sign to, if there's a position that you have wanted to take, you're just kind of holding back, you just don't know what to do. This is your sign. Go ahead, start it. Take the chance, right? If you fail, then you fail. But and you also, you don't look as a fail. But if it doesn't work out, you learn from it, right? You're gonna move on to the next thing. Like, it's all winning anyways, right? If it work out, great. If it doesn't, you learn from it, you're gonna move on and apply that lesson to the next thing, right? So take risk, man. Take big risk. Take risk for sure. I'm telling you, take risk. And then the last thing that I want to say is, the potential is there, man. The money to be made in this world, especially when you start young, is there. you can make crazy amount of money if you start young. Because I don't know, it's just like so many opportunities in this country. Just so many opportunities, right? So the potential is there, but the opportunities are there. It's just you to be able to go and chase them. One thing I'll leave you with is one thing my mentor told me. His name is Harvey too. That's the crazy part. My one thing my mentor told me and has always also stayed with me is like this. He told me this. He was like, have you realized whenever you go buy a car or someone close to you, your family, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, whatever it is, your mom, your dad, whenever they go buy a new car, right? Out of the sudden you're gonna start seeing that car everywhere, right? You're gonna start seeing that car on the gas station. You're gonna start seeing that car on the stoplight, on red lights. You're gonna start seeing that car on everywhere you go, grocery stores, like anywhere you go, banks, everywhere you go, you're gonna start seeing that car, you know. He was like, but it doesn't mean that that car hasn't always been there. He has always been there. But this time you are seeing it because you're looking for it. That's the only reason why you are seeing this car. Because you will never see the car because you have always never seen the same car, but it has always been there. It doesn't mean like, oh, today your dad bought the car today and then you're gonna start seeing that car today everywhere just popping out of nowhere. No, the car has always been there. We just never really looked for it. But now your dad has bought the car, or your mom, or you yourself, you have bought the car. Now you're gonna start seeing that car everywhere you drive. You're gonna start seeing it because now you're looking for it. It's the same thing with opportunities. If you don't see opportunities, you will never, like, if you never look for opportunities, you will never see them. You have to open your eyes and look for opportunities everywhere you go. That's when you will see them, right? It doesn't mean the opportunities are not there. They are always there. You just have to open your eyes and start looking for them, and that's how you're gonna see them. The opportunities are everywhere you go. Just open your eyes, start looking for them, and you're gonna see the opportunities, and you're gonna do something better for this life, right? So I'm gonna tell you, man, the money is there to be made. You can definitely be successful, and if you are young, just keep grinding, keep doing take actions, take risk. If you fail, it's just another learning lesson. And that's just what I wanted to make this quick video and encourage my young people there, because I remember when I was young, I was kind of scared, especially when I was new to the country. I didn't know where to start. So if you are young out there, man, just take risk. If you are immigrants, right? If you have parents who are who are gonna force you to like be a doctor and be engineer and be whatever, and that's not where your vision is at. You want to do business, go ahead, pursue the business. Just work as hard as you can, right, to prove to them that, hey, this is something that's better. That's what I want to do. My mom now, she believe in me, right? My mom now, she believe in me. She know that I've showed her what I can do and how much money that I can make just through business. Now she believe me. She believe what I do. She believes, she's like, oh yeah. She'll never come back to me and tell me again, oh, you should have go to be an engineer anymore, because she have seen the possibilities. She have seen what I've been able to achieve in the last few years since I graduated high school, right? So, and she also now know the possibilities are just endless for me to make more money. So go ahead, go out there, man, work hard, prove people's wrong, and just be you. That's what it is. Thank you for watching the video. Peace.